How you doing? Good evening. I'm feeling pretty good because I was able to walk home tonight with a cool breeze and I only sweat a little bit. And that's good news for me. Hey. Also good news, today is September 19th, 9/19. A very significant date in my personal history because it was on this day, 9/19, 2005, that I met Mako. I had come to Japan in August 2005 as part of a study abroad program. And I should add, I spent all summer 2005, all summer, uh, trying to lose weight. I was working out. I had no job, so I had plenty of time to work out. And I was trying to date people. I was in New York. I couldn't just talk to people. I couldn't go out and meet people. I'm incapable of that. I have always been incapable of that. So I was using the internet a lot, especially Craigslist. And I met a lot of people on Craigslist. Most people ignored me, which is whatever. Some people talked to me and then ignored me once I sent a picture, which doesn't feel great. But then again, I'm in New York City, huge city. It's a huge pool of people, so it's like I can't compete. It's very hard for me to compete with other young people. Again, also I'm older than most of the people looking at the time. It's 2000. It's 2005. I'm almost 30. So people are like, "What are you doing?" I remember one person was like, "What do you mean you're almost 30 and you're in between jobs?" Like, I went back to school. Like, you don't have to like it. Bye. But so once I got to Japan, I was eager to keep this going, and so I found out from a friend who was living in Japan at the time. He's like, "Oh yeah, if Craigslist is here, but Craigslist in Japan was and probably still is just a ghost town. I didn't really meet. It was hard to meet people on there in Indian language." So he's like, "No, go to this website. It's people looking for friends." I was like, "Okay, I want friends." And so I went on there and I used it to meet people, and I was looking for friends. And at first, it was all right. I met some people, but it was all very spotty. And of course, this language barriers, and it took me a while. Then I realized that I had all the settings wrong. I was there and I was looking for people who were like as young as 20 years old. And in 2005, again, I'm almost 30. And I sat down, I'm like, why am I looking for 20-year-old? And again, it's a little bit of arrogance, a little bit of patriarchy, a little bit of the idea of like, oh, well, I'm in my 20s. I should look for other people in their 20s, including 20-year-olds. It's like I'm in college, they're in college, but it's like, what am I going to talk to a 20-year-old about? Okay, even then, I felt very, very disconnected from other 20-year-olds. So I set the settings just a little bit. I was like, well, let's go not quite that young, and also let's go a little bit older. I had not gone old again. Talk about sexism. I was looking for people much, much younger than myself, but nobody older than myself, which is like, duh. So sure enough, I moved the window a little bit, and I started meeting a lot more interesting people, including one lady who was like, "Oh, here, come to Kobe. I'll show you around Kobe." And I was like, "Sure." I've never been to Kobe because I've been in Japan for a month, so I've never been to Kobe. And we met in Kobe on September 19th. And yeah, she showed me around a couple places, and we had a very nice day. And one of the stories she told me later is she remembers that when I first arrived, I was taking pictures of everything. I took pictures of everything we could possibly see. We'd walk past a storefront and it had like a Hanshin Tiger's wedding dress. And I'm like, oh, I love it. I took pictures. And then after about an hour or so, she said, I stopped taking pictures. And she's like, oh, she thought maybe I took her somewhere boring. But no, the answer was she was super nice, super interesting. And I felt like me stopping to take pictures every few minutes was getting in the way and wasting our time. So I stopped taking pictures because I wanted to keep talking to her. And yeah, we had a great day. It was absolutely not a date. It was very much like, let's be friends, let's, cultural exchange, whatever. She was speaking mostly English, and so was I, because my Japanese was still very underdeveloped. I had some basics, but. And yeah, we had a good time. We agreed to meet again. And we agreed to meet again. And somewhere between the second and third time we met, it kind of like, I think we're dating. I think this is dating now. Yeah, yeah. And there was a kiss eventually, and it became a thing. And it was good. It was a really good time, and I wanted to keep that date fresh. So 2 years later, in 2007, when I moved to Japan, and I had a job, and I'd already proposed, I discovered that once you're in Japan, if you want to get married, all it is you file a paper. You submit a paper at City Hall, and boom, you are married. Both people have to like stamp it. It has to be filled out. And there's a lot. It's not just like a single form. It's a big ass form with a lot of data. But yeah, at that point we were engaged. We were going to get married. We were planning the wedding. And she's like, "Yeah, well, all you need to do is bring this form and we're married." So the paperwork was done. I went to City Hall on September 19th, 2007, so the same date, and submitted it. So officially, our wedding date is the same day as the day we met, which is good because that means I only remember one date. The wedding was months later in November, and honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember the date of the wedding because once we were married with the paper in Japan, that's when you get married. The ceremony is just has no meaning, has no basis, there's no legality to it at all. It's just like that's why so many people in Japan, they go and they go to a chapel and they get married by random white guy because it doesn't matter. It's all a show. It's all a costume play. It's just a party you're paying for. In our case, we paid for a party a few months later, minus the random white guy. So yeah, today is a happy anniversary for me. Happy 12/14th years with Mako. She's sleeping and she's not going to watch this. So anyway, oops, long video today. Good night, everybody.